In this video, I'm going to talk about 5 times NASA made some pretty big boo-boos, including 2 in the same year. Poor old 1999. Now, let's start off with probably one of the most well-known space disasters of all time. And this one really is a disaster. On January 28th of 1986, the Challenger Space Shuttle Disaster took place, which ended in the death of all 7 of the crew members. The space shuttle, named Challenger, which did face some challenges, disintegrated just 73 seconds after the liftoffs. This whole kerfuffle was caused by the failure of an O-ring seal in one of the solid rocket boosters. This catastrophe led to a full suspension of the whole space shuttle program and huge reevaluation of safety protocols, but really it only made NASA much safer for more missions going beyond that, which means that hopefully no disaster like this should ever really happen again. Now let's talk about something that was actually super successful, but then became not so successful. That is the Hubble Space Telescope, which, could you believe it, did indeed have a flaw way back in 1990. The Hubble Space Telescope has provided some brilliant images, but in 1990, NASA faced intense criticism when there was a problem with the telescope's primary mirror, that it had a spherical aberration, which caused the images to be blurry. But I'm losing my words about how much of a horrible thing this would have been for NASA. Not only would they have faced huge criticism, but they would have had billions of taxpayer dollars just leaking everywhere. So in 1993, they launched a daring mission to repair the telescope, and it worked. I mean, heck, it's not like its sequel, the Hubble Space Telescope sequel, the James Webb Space Telescope, didn't have its fair share of delays too, since it was originally scheduled for launch in 2007, but only launched a few years ago. Now let's talk about the most recent one on this list. In September of 2004, the Genesis mission capsule crash took place. The Genesis capsule was supposed to collect samples of solar wind. However, the failure occurred during the return phase of the capsule. The capsule was supposed to be kind of intercepted mid-air by a helicopter, which I've never heard of before for a jet. But unfortunately, due to a design flaw in the capsule's gravity switches, the parachute system did not deploy. As a result, the Genesis crash-landed into the desert of Utah. This meant that there were huge damages to the solar wind samples, and basically the mission was a complete failure. And now we get to the 2 1999 disasters. First of all, we have the Mars Climate Orbiter, which was designed to study the Martian atmosphere. It was lost due to a unit's conversion error, which is just absolutely mad. So basically, there were 2 teams who were working on the Mars Climate Orbiter, and one team used the metric system, meters and centimeters and all that, while another team used the imperial system, inches, feet and whatnot, leading to some pretty big miscommunication, and basically the maths just wasn't quite right. And then in the same year as they lost the Mars Climate Orbiter, NASA also lost the Mars Polar Lander, which was designed to land near the Martian South Pole and study the planet's climate, kind of like the Mars climate. Hey ho, the lander's engines prematurely shut off just before landing, causing it to crash. The exact cause remains uncertain, but it likely resulted from a software glitch or sensor area. But who knows, maybe there was some hijacking involved. Well, if you think that maybe there was more than meets the eye with the Mars Polar Lander, then subscribe, because after this video, YouTube probably won't even push my videos. So, just subscribe, turn on notifications, whatever you need to do, and I'll see you in the next one.